Hello everyone, this is Sumit, and this is my submission for the hurdle task. So I got scenario number 7. The student in question is Rebecca. I can see that Rebecca could be doing better. However, she chooses not to apply her potential in a positive manner. She's a very capable student, but she applies the minimal amount of effort to just squeeze through in her classes. Academically, from what I've observed, I feel like she can perform a lot better only if she would dedicate herself more. Maybe it's a matter of her not finding the subjects interesting, and there could be some way I could make the content matter more appealing. She has very strong leadership potential as well. However, she's passively resistant in class, and she seems to be also involved in bullying and might have stolen a teacher's phone. So my first approach to her challenging behavior is the responsible thinking approach by Ed Ford. It is based on the perceptual control theory. The theory pretty much states that if a person perceives that there's a difference between how they are behaving right now and how they would like to behave, then that would cause them to change their actions to pursue the desired behavior. This preceding statement is based on the perceptual control theory. RTP aims to teach students to self-regulate behavior by making them aware of the effect of their actions. It is an introspective method and it's best done one-to-one. So the process can be broken down into 3 stages. The students are asked questions regarding what they wish to do. The student response is listened to and addressed patiently, and students are nudged with prompts and encouraged to create their own plans and goals to achieve the discussed outcome. For example, I might ask Rebecca, "What are you doing?" which is designed to bring awareness to the action of the student. "What are the expectations?" might be another prompt, which would force Rebecca to link her behavior to the expected norms of behaviors and standards. Finally, I could ask the question like, "Where are you heading and what are your goals?" which are prompts and would lead Rebecca to focus upon the impact of their action and to set forth a progressive goal and a future plan of action. So the prompts are designed to incite introspective reflection by the students and to increase awareness of their own action. And in effect, we want to encourage the student to self-regulate their own behavior in the future. The second approach, mm, alternatively, I would manage Rebecca's behavior by employing a more behavioral approach and through increased communication with her. Rebecca's behavior is high in frequency in that it occurs regularly across teaching sessions. The core of the problem also seems to be temperamental, so there might be several smaller successive strategies which may prove fruitful for Rebecca. I could address the issue with Rebecca in the following ways. First of all, a brief out-of-class discussion. A brief out-of-class discussion would mean that I would talk with Rebecca outside of class, where I would summarize what I thought she was doing wrong and why I thought it was wrong. I would offer my help if she thought she needed to be accommodated in some way. Finally, I would also offer options she could choose from to manage her own behavior. Secondly, I would make sure that I label the behavior and not the pupil. One key principle I would follow is to tell Rebecca that her actions were wrong, but her identity was not linked to that action. Separating the action from the individual case can cause people to confront their misdeed without becoming defensive and hostile. So it would be productive, in my opinion. Thanking the pupil for staying behind. And finally, it is always good to end on a positive note. So I would tell them thank you for staying behind because it would make them feel like they were not being spoken down to. Also, it would not seem like I was punishing them by holding them back for a discussion. So it would end on a positive note there. So some potential areas of discussion could be: how could a teacher encourage positive response from a student who is being persistently passively resistant, like Rebecca was? Secondly, how could effective early intervention be implemented to deter Rebecca from manifesting harmful and delinquent behavior? So how could we um, preemptively act so that she is not pulling students out of the class? Which theories of motivation could be used to explain Rebecca's behavior inside and outside of class is another potential area of discussion that I am putting in. So thank you very much for listening, and this is it for my submission. Have a nice day.